Let's talk about our compensation. I know we never do that, but I want to talk about 3 myths that stop us from increasing our compensation and having us be paid what we're worth. For the best strategies to take your career to the next level and optimize the results you're getting from the energy you invest, subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. I'm Christina dellisanti-Miller of Full Potential Realized, and I'm a career coach. I've helped hundreds of women move their career beyond what they thought was possible, and I spent more than 20 years in Fortune 100 corporates consulting to executives and coaching high potential leaders at all levels. I'm really interested in supporting women in male-dominated corporates to move from a position of perhaps overlooked and undervalued and probably overworked to savvy navigator who accesses the roles that she really is excited about and receives the compensation that's commensurate with those roles and thrives in those roles. So I've just left a meeting and I'm gossiping with somebody else who was in the meeting with me. This was a long time ago. I try not to gossip anymore, but then we were letting it rip. And this person wasn't making the most insightful or helpful contributions in the meeting. And the other person said, "Oh my God, and she earns X," which, you know that sound when the needle goes off the record. It was like that because it was 3 times more than my salary. And here I was thinking, okay, I just finished graduate school. I'm making a 6-figure salary. I'm doing well. I'm really making a contribution in my business. And I think this person is fluffy and I don't know what they're doing. But when I heard that salary, I was like, wow, they're doing something that I'm not doing. And that was a big aha. So I was reminded of this scenario because I was just listening to a video about selling skills, and the person was saying, if you didn't get the promotion and somebody else got it, that's because they have better selling skills. And it really made me think, yep, it's all about managing the career. And we focus on actually executing on the career. We're doing the work in the business. We're not managing the business if you use an entrepreneurial model. And that makes all the difference in the take-home pay that you earn. So 3 myths that were definitely operating for me. First one, your pay is based on your contribution. And again, who knows what this person did? I'm only looking at what they were doing in the meetings I was in. Maybe they were a magnificent contributor. But the general word on the street was this person was not a hard worker and not necessarily making the same kind of contributions that other people on the team were. Although we generally say you have to be performing as well as managing your image and exposure to get all the goodies. It's not always about being a hard worker or making amazing contributions. Let's just put it that way. Also, it's not about your credential, because when I think about the different backgrounds that people on the teams had and how much more this person was making, her background wasn't stacked with the kind of credentials the others had. So one more thing to think about, where this role was located, in which part of the business there might have been more funding available versus in other parts of the business that may not have been doing as well, that didn't have the same kind of budget. Third myth is your manager is going to take care of it for you. Your manager has a budget. They have to make a bunch of people on the team happy as best they can. And you know the saying about the squeaky wheel gets the oil. If you don't know what you're supposed to be getting compensated and what the range is and what the possibilities are, that manager is going to distribute the money in a way that makes most sense for the team, but also to satisfy the people on the team, and the ones who have expressed their expectations and concerns and are also performing are the ones who are going to be taken care of. So what does the savvy career navigator do? Understands what the role is worth, understands where in the business they can be best compensated, partners with manager to make sure that they're performing at their optimum in line with the others, and has a conversation about expectations about compensation, and has a conversation about what can I do to optimize my compensation. Savvy career navigator also looks ahead at future roles, compares what those roles are earning, and gains the skills and knowledge and experience now to position themselves later on for one of those roles that's highly compensated. So I'm curious, let me know in the comments what myths have maybe gotten in the way of you accessing your full compensation, or what do you know now that you wish you knew then? Having the right mindset, information, and conversations with your manager to optimize your compensation is a bonus step in my 8-step system for optimizing your career trajectory. If you'd like to learn more about it, jump on my weekly mastermind call. It's a free call, Fridays at noon ET. It's half an hour, you're in, you're out. And we're working inside that system to plan career actions for the following week inside a community of like-minded women. It's a lot of fun. Join us at fullpotentialrealized.com/mastermind. I will leave you a playlist with additional tips and strategies for moving your career forward with alacrity. Please give this video a like, share it with your friends on social media, give it a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Thanks. I look forward to seeing you next time.